Hi, my name is Tom. Welcome to my podcast. Today we learn how to talk on the phone in English. This is very useful for daily life, work, and travel. Let's start. In the morning, I receive a phone call from my friend. My phone rings, and I see his name on the screen. I answer the call and say, "Hello, this is Tom." My friend says, "Hi, Tom, how are you?" I answer, "I'm fine, thank you." "And you?" He says, "I'm good, thanks." This is a simple and polite way to start a phone conversation. When I talk on the phone, I try to speak clearly and slowly. I also listen carefully because I cannot see the other person's face. It is important to understand the words and the meaning. Sometimes the signal is not very good. If I do not hear well, I say, "Sorry, can you repeat that, please? Or can you speak more slowly?" These phrases help me continue the conversation. During the call, we talk about simple topics. For example, we talk about plans, work, or meeting time. My friend says, "Are you free this afternoon?" I check my schedule and answer, "Yes, I am free." We decide to meet later. I confirm the time and place. I say, "Let's meet at 3 p.m. at the cafe." My friend agrees and says, "Okay, see you then." Before ending the call, we use polite phrases. I say, "It was nice talking to you." He replies, "Same here." Then I say goodbye, and he says goodbye. I end the call and feel happy because the conversation was simple and clear. I need some information about a service, so I decide to call a company. I take my phone and look for the phone number online. Then I dial the number and wait for someone to answer. After a few rings, a person answers the phone and says, "Hello, customer service. How can I help you?" I reply, "Hello, my name is Tom. I would like some information, please." The person speaks politely and asks how they can help me. I explain my question in simple English. I speak slowly and clearly because I want to be understood. During the call, I ask questions like, "What is the price? What are the working hours? And do I need to make an appointment?" The person answers my questions and gives me clear information. Sometimes I do not understand everything the first time. In this case, I say, "Sorry, can you repeat that, please? Or can you explain that again?" The person repeats the information in a simpler way. I also take notes during the call. I write down important details like names, times, and prices. This helps me remember the information later. At one point, I need to confirm the details. I repeat the information and say, "So, the price is 50 euros, right?" The person says, "Yes, that is correct." This helps avoid misunderstandings. The conversation is polite and simple. We use short sentences and clear words. The person on the phone is helpful and patient, which makes the conversation easier. Before ending the call, I thank the person. I say, "Thank you for your help." They reply, "You're welcome." Then I say, "Goodbye." After the call, I feel satisfied because I got the information I needed. Talking on the phone becomes easier when you practice and use simple phrases. I need to book an appointment, so I take my phone and find the phone number online. I dial the number and wait. After a few rings, a receptionist answers the call and says, "Hello, this is the clinic. How can I help you?" I answer, "Hello, my name is Tom. I would like to make an appointment, please." I speak slowly and clearly so the person can understand me easily. The receptionist asks me some questions. She asks for my name, my phone number, and the reason for the visit. I answer each question step by step. I say my full name, I give my phone number, and I explain that I have a headache and a sore throat. Then she asks about the time and date. She says, "When would you like to come?" I check my schedule and choose time. I say, "I am available tomorrow at 2 p.m." She checks the calendar and says, "Yes, we have an available slot at 2 p.m." I confirm the appointment by repeating the time. I say, "Tomorrow at 2 p.m., right?" She says, "Yes, that is correct." This helps make sure there is no mistake. During the call, I listen carefully and write down important information. I note the date, the time, and the address of the clinic. I also ask if I need to bring anything. The receptionist says I should bring my ID. Sometimes the connection is not very clear, so I ask her to repeat information. I say, "Sorry, can you repeat the address, please?" She repeats it slowly and clearly. The conversation is polite and simple. We use short phrases like "please," "thank you," and "could you repeat that?" These phrases make the call more friendly. At the end of the call, I confirm everything one more time. I say, "Thank you. See you tomorrow." The receptionist replies, "You're welcome. Have a nice day." I end the call and feel prepared because I have all the details I need for my appointment. Making appointments by phone becomes easier when you practice simple questions and answers. At work, I sometimes need to call a colleague or a client. I pick up my phone and dial the number. When the person answers, I greet them politely and introduce myself. I say, "Hello, this is Tom from the office." Then I explain the reason for my call. I speak clearly and use simple words so the other person can understand me easily. Sometimes the person is not available. In this case, I do not speak to them directly. Instead, I may leave a message. The voicemail starts, and I hear a voice that says the person is not available. I say, "Hello, this is Tom calling. I would like to talk about the project. Please call me back when you are free." I also leave my phone number so the person can return my call. When I leave a message, I try to be short and clear. I include my name, the reason for the call, and my contact information. This helps the other person understand the message quickly. Sometimes I receive missed calls. If I see a missed call, I call the person back. I say, "Hi, I saw your missed call. How can I help you?" This is a common and polite way to return a call. During work calls, I often discuss tasks, deadlines, or simple updates. I may ask, "When is the deadline?" Or "Can you send me the file by email?" The other person answers, and we agree on the next steps. I also confirm important details during the call. I repeat information to make sure I understand correctly. For example, "So, the meeting is on Monday at 10 a.m., right?" At the end of the call, I thank the person for their time. I say, "Thank you for your help. Goodbye." The other person usually replies in the same polite way. Work phone calls are simple when you use clear language and short sentences. It is important to listen carefully, speak politely, and confirm information when needed. Sometimes when I talk on the phone, I do not hear the other person clearly. The connection can be bad, or there can be noise. In this case, I stay calm and ask for help. I say, "Sorry, I cannot hear you well," or "Can you speak more slowly, please?" These phrases help the other person understand that I need more clarity. If I still do not understand, I ask the person to repeat the information. I say, "Sorry, can you repeat that, please?" Or "Can you say that again?" The person usually repeats the sentence in a slower and clearer way. Sometimes I also have problems understanding numbers, names, or addresses. In this case, I ask the person to spell the word. I say, can you spell that, please? This is very useful when the word is difficult. Another common problem is when the call is suddenly disconnected. If the call ends by mistake, I call the person again. I say, "Hello. Sorry, we were disconnected." Then we continue the conversation. If I make a mistake during the call, I correct myself. I say, "Sorry, I mean," and then I give the correct information. This helps avoid confusion. I also try to speak clearly and not too fast. I use simple words and short sentences. This makes it easier for the other person to understand me. When I do not understand something important, I confirm the information again. I repeat what I heard and ask, "Is that correct?" This helps prevent misunderstandings. During phone calls, patience is very important. Both people should listen carefully and help each other if something is not clear. I feel more confident now because I know how to handle problems on the phone. Simple phrases like repeat, slowly, and spell are very helpful in real conversations. At the end of a phone conversation, it is important to finish politely. I usually check if everything is clear before I say goodbye. I may ask one final question like, "Is there anything else I need to know?" This helps make sure I do not miss important information. When the conversation is finished, I thank the other person. I say, "Thank you for your help." This is a simple and polite way to show respect. The other person usually replies, "You're welcome." Then I start to end the call. I use a short and polite phrase like, "It was nice talking to you." The other person may say the same or something similar. If we made plans during the call, I confirm them one last time. For example, I repeat the time or place and say, "So, we will meet tomorrow at 3 p.m." This helps avoid mistakes. After that, I say goodbye. I say, "Goodbye," or "Have a nice day." The other person also says goodbye. Then I end the call. When I finish the call, I sometimes write down the main points. I note important details like names, times, or instructions. This helps me remember everything later. Talking on the phone becomes easier with practice. It is important to speak clearly, listen carefully, and use polite phrases. Simple sentences are enough for most conversations. Now I feel more confident when I talk on the phone in English. I can answer calls, make calls, ask questions, and end conversations politely. Thank you for listening to my podcast. I hope it helps you learn useful phrases for phone conversations. Good luck and keep practicing.
Write a comment. 3 best comments get 20 English lessons completely free.